Good day, here are the headlines from the Philippine News Agency. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. upholds anew the rule-based maritime order as he starts his official visit in Australia. Marcos further enhances the country's maritime defense ties with the Australian government, underscoring the need to ensure stability in the Indo-Pacific region. Here's our report.
The Philippines fortified its strong defense and economic ties with Australia as President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. entered into various agreements with Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. In a separate address, the two leaders stressed their utmost priority to ensure stability in the Indo-Pacific region.
Defense and security remains a key area of cooperation between the Philippines and of Australia. We look forward to amplifying our joint activities and the capacity-building efforts in this regard. Both Philippines and Australia emphasize the importance of observing and promoting the rules-based order governed by international law and informed by the principles of equity and of justice.
We are working actively to build a peaceful region where international law is respected and waterways are open for trade.
The two leaders signed a new Memorandum of Understanding on Enhanced Maritime Cooperation. The pact covers partnerships to ensure civil maritime security, marine environment protection, maritime domain awareness, and promotion of respect for international law. Australia is one of the only two states that has a visiting forces agreement with the Philippines. Meanwhile, Marcos expressed the country's desire to maximize joint economic cooperation with Australia to withstand economic shocks and maintain resilience against economic coercion. Albanese further mentioned the Philippines' capacity to bring $1 billion worth of investments, citing a $235 million worth of expansion of facilities by a Philippine-based company at the Port of Melbourne alone.
The Philippines is one of our fastest growing economies in our region, and there's great potential to deepen our two-way trade and investment links.
The Philippines and Australia also discussed partnerships in cyber and critical technology, multilateral cooperation, and people-to-people linkages, among others. Marcos returns to the country on Thursday. He will visit Australia again next week to attend the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Special Summit. For the Pna Headlines, I am Maritime.
The Department of Agriculture has started investigating reports of an alleged irregularity in the sale of NFA milled rice. In a statement, the DA said a panel of investigators has started reviewing documents and conducting interviews. The panel is expected to report their results as soon as it finishes the probe. Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. said the panel is tasked to verify reports claiming that thousands of tons of palay bought by the National Food Authority at 23 pesos per kilogram were milled, then sold at 25 pesos per kilo. The reports noted that certain NFA officials have authorized the sale without proper bidding. In an exclusive interview with PTV, NFA Assistant Administrator for Operations Limuel Pagayunan says 75,000 bags of NFA rice worth over 93 million pesos were allegedly sold illegally to millers sans bidding. For his part, Laurel said the DA does not brush aside reports of impropriety against its officials. He also urged other agencies to look into the matter.
Just would like to state that the Secretary of Agriculture has already created a panel to investigate alleged anomalies at the NFA. I understand that the team has already commenced its work and has started reviewing documents and already conducting interviews. While the Secretary has not set a deadline or a specific timetable, investigators are expected to submit their report as soon as they are done with their review and analysis.
The Philippine Coast Guard announces it has fully recovered its Facebook page that was hacked on Monday. In In a statement, the PCG says its Coast Guard Public Affairs Service regained full access to the page as of 5:45 a.m. Thursday. The PCG also discovered 3 hackers with a Facebook usernames Fatima Hassan, Burat Kansu, and Vicky Bates. According to the Cybercrime Investigation Coordinating Center, the hackers used malware to breach the security of the PCG page. On Friday, the CACC will conduct a comprehensive hardware check on all CGPAS laptops and computers used to access its official social media platforms. The Coast Guard previously monitored hacking attempts on its main website, as well as experienced a problem on its own account on X, formerly Twitter. The PCG earlier dismissed connections between the cyber attacks and its intensified efforts on the West Philippine Sea. In other news, a magnitude 5.3 earthquake struck parts of Surigao del Sur around 8:10 this morning, based on a report by the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology. The center of the earthquake was located 83 kilometers southeast of Caguai town. It was a tectonic in origin with a depth of 9 kilometers. The quake was felt at intensity 5 in Hinatuan and intensity 4 in Bislig City. Intensity 2 was also recorded via instrument in Bislig. No damages or aftershocks are expected. FIVOC said the quake, which was previously reported to originate from Hinatuan, was one of the many aftershocks of magnitude 7.4 earthquake that struck offshore of Surigao del Sur on December 2 last year. In sports, James Ray Michael Ajido won for the Philippines its first gold medal in the 11th Asian Age Group Championships at the New Clark City Aquatic Center in Tarlac. Aido ruled the boys' 12 to 14 100-meter butterfly event by clocking a record of 55.98, racing to meet record of 56.36 set by China's Wang Yuxiang in 2019. Japan's Yusei Nishono pocketed the silver medal with a record-breaking performance of 56.5, while Chinese Taipei's Yung Cheng Kan settled for bronze in 56.79. The 15-year-old Ajido, a grade 8 student at the La Salle Green Hills, also bagged the bronze medal in the 50-meter freestyle with a personal best and national record of 24.34 last Tuesday. In an interview, Ajido said the bronze medal win was his first and a special one for him, to which he dedicated to the Lord and his family. Ajido had a fruitful campaign last year as he grabbed 2 silvers at the CH Group Championships in Indonesia last year, 2 golds in the National Collegiate Athletic Association Season 99, and 5 gold and 1 bronze medals at the Batang Pinoy National Championships. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the PNA Headlines. For more news updates, please visit our website at pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The PNA Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the PNA Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account, via the News and Information Bureau website nib.gov.ph under PNA News, or on the Facebook page of the Presidential Communications Office or PCO. I am Stephanie Civiliano, and this is the PNA Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.